Imagine you've just started playing Rocket League. You could spend every credit you earn opening random drops and hoping you get something valuable. Or you could trade smart, build your inventory over time, and eventually own every item you've ever wanted. Investing works almost exactly the same way. Today I'm going to explain the basics of investing using only Rocket League examples. So whether you're a grand champ or still missing open nets, you'll understand how the stock market actually works. Let's queue up. But before we start, let me introduce myself. I'm Harrison Hendricks and I'm going to be making life content, whether that be finance or just general life, relationship goals, my personal story and journey, and it's all going to be explained in video game terms. Whether that be Rocket League, whether that be Call of Duty, whatever really takes my fancy. So I'm glad you're here. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, and a quick shout out to YLearn. It's a great channel and he makes similar content to what I plan to make. Sorry for kind of stealing the idea. But if you like this content, go and check him out. He does a much better job than I'm going to do. But now, sit back, relax, and enjoy some simple concepts and some mediocre Rocket League gameplay, courtesy of yours truly. So what actually is investing? Think of companies like Rocket League item traders. Imagine someone creates the next Rocket League. Millions of people buy it, tournaments are everywhere, and it's making loads of money. Instead of one person owning the whole company, they split ownership into millions of tiny pieces called shares. Buying a share means you own a tiny part of that business. If the company becomes more valuable, your share becomes more valuable too. It's like buying a white octane before everybody wants one. If demand explodes, the price goes up. If nobody wants it anymore, the price falls. The only difference is that instead of trading cosmetics, you're trading ownership in real businesses. Stocks versus ETFs. Buying one stock is like deciding you're only going to use one teammate for every single ranked game you play. Sometimes you get an SSL who carries. Sometimes you get someone who owns goals 3 times. It's risky. Now imagine instead you could queue up with the top 500 players all at once. If one person has a terrible game, the rest can still carry. That's basically an ETF. An ETF is a collection of hundreds or even thousands of companies bundled into one investment, which is why for new beginners and even long-term investors, it's the better option. Instead of betting everything on one company becoming the next superstar, you're betting that the overall economy keeps improving over time. That's why many experienced investors recommend broad index funds. Compound growth. Remember when you first started playing Rocket League? At first you learned how to hit the ball. Then you might have learned aerials, then fast aerials, then recoveries, then speed flips. Each new mechanic made every future game easier. Investing works the same way through something called compound growth. Imagine you invest £100. It grows by 10%, so now you have £110. Next year you don't just earn the money on the original £100, you'll earn £121 because you'll earn interest on the £10 that you earned from last year too. Your gains start earning gains. It's like earning XP that also earns XP. Imagine how quickly you'll finish the Rocket Pass. At first the progress feels slow, but years later it becomes incredibly powerful. Why does timing the market usually fail? Everyone thinks they can predict the market. It's like thinking every single kickoff is going to be perfect. Sometimes you absolutely nail it and it's in the back of their net. Other times you whiff and it's a free goal for them. The problem is, nobody consistently predicts what's going to happen next. Professional investors with billions of pounds and huge research teams struggle to beat the market over long periods. So instead of trying to perfectly time every buy and sell, many people just invest regularly into these ETFs and index funds and let the money do the rest for them. Every week or every month they buy a little more. Sometimes prices are high, sometimes they're low. Over years it averages out. The strategy is called dollar cost averaging, or pound cost averaging here in the UK. It's a bit like simply playing consistently instead of waiting for the perfect teammate before queuing ranked. Risk and volatility. Imagine your Rocket League MMR. Some days you gain 100, the next day you lose 120. Does that mean you've suddenly become a terrible player? Probably not. Your rank naturally moves up and down. The stock market behaves similarly. Prices fluctuate every single day. Sometimes they fall 20%. Sometimes they recover and reach new heights. The biggest mistake beginners make is panic selling after prices drop. That would be like uninstalling Rocket League because you lost 5 games in a row. It's tempting, I know. Long-term investors expect those up and downs because history shows the market has generally grown over decades despite temporary crashes. Now for the final tips. So if you only remember 4 things from this video, remember these. Number 1. Investing means buying tiny pieces of real businesses. Number 2. ETFs are like queuing with hundreds of great teammates instead of relying on one. Number 3. Time in the market usually beats trying to perfectly time the market. Keep your money in there for long times and you're going to do well. And number 4. Consistency beats excitement. Nobody gets Grand Champ from one lucky game. They get there by showing up, improving a little every day, and trusting the process. Investing works the same way. If this video helped you finally understand investing, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what topic you want explaining using video game logic next. I'll probably go in depth into the specifics of investing, such as how to start for the first time, in another video later down the line, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.